Hey everybody, Gunner Burner, it's still Halloween, and we're here with one of the worst movies on YouTube! Oh, so...
Look, I drew his Frankenstein.
Look, I drew a Frankenstein!
I came in and drew Frankenstein on my cup.
So...
And they're just like, dude, get your dirty nails out the way.
So, we finally bucked to the pressure from Kevin, even though he hasn't brought it up in a long time about doing the
In
bit.
fact, we haven't heard from Kevin in a very long time.
Yeah, so
Don't
he's
worry
probably...
about you, Kevin.
So he'll probably pop back in for this. We have done The Pit. So...
In the pit.
In all honesty,
yeah.
This is our first full-length fucking movie we've reviewed since fucking Wings Hauser Milk Sex.
It's been a minute.
We've been fucking kind of slacking doing shorter-ish ones.
And you've been burp talking a lot lately.
I know, I'm melting from the inside. The hate and anger is finally like, just...
That's like an old school monster movie, Eternal Melting Man.
My stomach is just a fucking black pit of hate and despair right now, so...
Oh, that's not good.
But hey...
You gotta get some sunshine and lollipops in there.
No, I got sunshine, dude, look at the difference. That's not sunshine.
That's definitely not sunshine.
And then that's fucking... See, there's a big fucking difference there.
I didn't realize how sporadic your hair is on your body.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like all hair there, then it just
goes all weird patchy.
Yeah. But anyway, what we're here today to do today is talk about The Pit for Halloween, our first full-length movie in a long time, and it was full-length, hour 40.
It was Ron Jeremy full-length. Oh wait, he's gonna be getting the full-length.
Yeah, from somebody else. So anyway,
they're gonna be comparing.
This movie starts off with me having almost 4 pages of notes, so we need to get this train rolling. This movie starts with people on Halloween, like a block party or something, just a weird thing that looks like a cake, but I don't think it is, but then fucking kids fucking beating each other with things.
Yeah, there was like, see, out of all of that, the one thing that like caught my attention was the hot dog buns, I don't like how hot dog buns splinter and shatter so fucking easily. Nobody makes a solid, good hot dog bun. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever had, you have a hot dog, you get it in a bun, and the bun automatically starts crinkling up and fucking, and plus the slit on
the bottom, it just like bloop, and it just gives way. It's like bloop.
This fucking little thin ass. Are you fucking kidding me? Make a proper hot dog bun. God damn it! Maybe that's one thing we can actually make in America. Or, it's a proper hot dog bun.
Well, I guess
it's something we can't fuck up.
You need to go look for, brat buns. They're a better kind of bun. Why are we talking about hot dog buns?
I don't know, because that's what caught my attention. I noticed that bun was shattered, and I was like, God damn it, they've been making buns the same way for years. Why hasn't anybody stood up and said, God damn you, at least give me a proper hot dog bun?
Anyway, our main character, Jamie, comes in here dressed as a ghost ninja or something.
That's the new thing. It's no longer like, it's my money and I want it now, or I'm tired of this shit and I can't take it anymore. No, it's like, God damn it, I want a proper hot dog bun. One that won't...
Oh, so you want everybody to go to their windows all at one time and scream.
We deserve proper hot dog buns, at least. If you're gonna tax the piss out of us and fucking charge us $1 billion for rent for 1-bedroom apartments, at least give us hot dog buns that won't disintegrate on contact.
Anyway, so Jamie goes up and talks to this fucking dude.
You're Freddie Phelps.
Yeah, I'm him. Who are you?
And we get a flashback and Jamie getting punched in the nose.
I'm Jamie. I was wondering if I could join your club and...
Yes, he did. And Jamie didn't even say anything really to... He's just like, hey, can I be part of your gang? Pot! I guess maybe that was the initiation.
And then Jamie says something about finding something that he wants to show them.
I want to talk to you in private. I have something for you.
Oh, yeah? It better be good.
Come on.
So they go out into the woods. No, I don't want to hear another hot dog rant or anything else. We're moving forward a couple notes before you go on a fucking tirade on something stupid.
Not about hot dog buns. It was about Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Like, maybe he just misunderstood about the initiation. That's how you get initialized. He fucking punches you in the eyes. I don't know.
So dude wonders why they're out in the woods, and Jamie gives them some explanation about, like, a bag of money or jewels or something. It's worth billions.
Yeah.
Sitting there in a bag, right by a big tree. I guess somebody left it there, a robber or something. I can't take it home, so I figured you can have it for your club, if I can join. And if you promise not to hit me no more.
Jewels and stuff?
Yeah, must be worth millions.
I don't know why I did the voice like that. I should be like, it's worth billions. Jamie's got a
The way
fucking
he
creepy.
said it, he
Jamie's
sounded
creepy. This whole movie's weird. This movie's got, like, no fucking tone. It's got all kinds of different tones, I should
sounded
say.
like a young...
Sometimes it's goddamn happy, fucking funny. Oh, this is a comedy? No. Sometimes it's a psychological thriller? No. Yeah. Sometimes it's a fucking straight-on horror movie? No. Sometimes it's a fantasy fucking movie? No.
This movie's confused about its identity. It really doesn't know what it is.
What it wants to be, yeah, for real, for real.
It's okay to be confused, movie. We're confused. We don't know what's happening.
So dude goes over to the bag, and Jamie just pushes him in. The pit!
In the pit.
It just fucking stopped.
It snapped. It was like, bam! It smacked you in the face with the title. It was like, here you go, the pit!
And then we cut to the opening
Canadian
credits
style.
over top of, like, traffic and stuff. And Jamie writing shit on the board that he got in trouble for.
Mrs. Linda,
Don't talk. Right.
but I have to.
Jamie, just do as you're told.
Yeah, I will not randomly stare at titties while they're asleep.
Well, that's not what it was, because he ended up cutting a nude picture out of a fucking library book.
What is this?
What?
This one page with the cutout. Did you do this?
No, that's the way it was.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Presume Miss Livingston will find some way to repair it.
And then the teacher, after he's all done, tells him to rub it off and go home.
All right, Jamie. Rub it off and go home.
I was like, with a big Jamie, I'm surprised Jamie wasn't like, la la la, teacher, la la la.
Yeah, with this
tra-la-lo.
With this kid, probably not the smartest suggestion, you know? Why don't you go rub one off and then split?
Dude, you imagine, if Jamie might have rubbed one off, he might have been a different person. But we'll get into something. We won't get into that, but we'll get into other things.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's probably like that's a release valve that all serial killers should probably do.
Well, I'm sure they do.
Plan on putting feet in the freezer. Jerk one off.
We've had this conversation before.
It's a very
multiple
important
times.
conversation.
That have, yeah, true.
For a lot of people.
Yeah, before you go out there and do something stupid,
yes,
rub one out.
Trust me. Afterwards, you're gonna be like, I feel like doing that.
That's a PSA for worst movies on.
Yes.
Before you go,
do something
stupid. Rub one out. The more you know. So whatever. We can blah blah fucking blah. We cut to fucking Jamie here spying on the librarian.
And don't do it in a house plant, in the middle of a mall.
Oh, okay, yeah, not in the mall.
Privacy of your own home or
yeah, obviously. We should have specified.
Right. Another PSA. Yeah.
Don't poop in plants in the mall. Don't play with your fucking dick or whatever in public. Just stop being fucking gross humans.
Don't handle the ding-a-ling or bang around with the bean. Whatever. Things to know.
So anyway, blah blah fucking blah. Like I was saying, Jamie's spying on this librarian, which he sent a creepy fucking note to, with like the nude picture cut out and whatever.
Yeah, and she freaked and he was like, damn it.
Well, he gets caught. He gets caught by some dude on the ground.
Hey, you! Get down out of there!
I wasn't doing anything wrong.
Come on down!
All right, I'm coming.
Right. Probably the custodian of the place. But, like, yeah, I think by his reaction, he was hoping the cheekbones there was going to be all turned on and shit by it. And, like, somehow they were going to hook up. Because 12-year-old Jamie is a little perv creeper. You know? He's a horny little fuck. You know, he should have fucking pumping or...
But anyway. Blah, blah.
Bitch ate one of my tacos!
Blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to
I fucking was saving that shit when I got home, and she knew it! She ate my tacos! Sorry.
So blah, blah, fucking blah. Jamie's mom...
Jamie ate one of my tacos!
is talking to this babysitter she's hiring.
Baby, sure did. And dude, and the baby was a hot baby. I mean, she was...
Did you just say the baby was a hot baby?
That babysitter!
You didn't say sitter. You said that baby was a hot
I
baby.
said it wrong. Fine. The babysitter was a hot tamales. How's that? Sound better?
Yeah, actually. It's
Fine.
So,
that's what I meant.
now we get a flashback of the punch-in again.
Hi. Are you Freddie Phelps?
Yeah? Who are you?
I'm Jamie. I was wondering if I could join your club and...
And then, like, they talk about Jamie and girls and whatnot.
There may be a crush. He's going through that difficult stage. You know.
Girls.
Yes.
Does he have a girlfriend?
Well, he has really no friends, boys or girls.
Yes, a 12-year-old boy is interested in girls, and everybody's acts are shocked and surprised.
Well, I mean...
Yes, he is a little weird about it.
But anyway...
Not everybody's gonna be exactly
Jamie goes to look at this girl's bike.
How dare you touch my bike?
No! Well, I was just gonna... But I was just gonna...
And fucking girl, which is the librarian's niece, goes fucking off on him.
Why don't you go back where you came from, funny person? If I see you near my bike again, I'll tell your father, and it'll be too bad for you. They'll take you away.
When's the first time you saw some boobs? Like, when was the first time you were like...
You mean in
hey,
real life boobs?
Yeah.
Or do you mean like on like TV or movies
When's the
boobs?
first time you had a Jamie experience? When you felt a little tingle on your dingling.
But that could happen without seeing real boobs.
What was the guy's name?
But no, but for real, if you're asking movie boobs, I want to say Enter the Dragon might have been the first set of movie boobs I ever saw.
Well, let's see, movie boobs.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know which one. I would say Ghost Story was the first, and it was violent movie boobs. That scene, was I don't know. Does anybody remember the movie Ghost Story? There's a fucking sex scene in it, and seeing that when you're a young kid, you're like, whoa! Yeah.
Anyway, back to Jamie's fucking sexual dysfunction.
We'll talk about shoving you from Sesame Street into the real world, Bam!
So blah blah fucking blah. These two old ladies are fucking bitching about Jamie.
If you don't mind, young man.
I'm sorry.
Well, then move.
Who is it, Louise?
The Benjamin boy.
Oh, that one. Just not right, that boy. I'm glad his poor parents have decided to move elsewhere.
He'll grow up.
Surely, my dear, but into what? One of those hippies.
Or being bitches to Jamie, something I don't fucking
They're
care.
like
They're
the
just
fucking
going
Wendy's
on.
old ladies, and when they're not smashing burgers, they're bitching about young boys.
So we cut back to the mom and the babysitter talking, and Jamie's dad comes in and talks some fucking shit on Jamie.
Not that I don't love my son, Miss O'Reilly, I do. But I've never been able to understand an otherwise normal boy who lives entirely in his own head. We're part of his world, but way out, on the periphery somewhere.
I see.
And we had an incident here with some old lady in the community. Seeing him swinging in the trees out back with nothing on, except some Superman cape or something, playing Tarzan.
Dad talks shit.
But dude, I can see why though. He was fucking blatantly talking about how Jamie was swinging naked in a tree, only wearing a Superman cape, playing Tarzan.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, right there it just says how confused the little fucker is. He's wearing a Superman cape pretending to be Tarzan? Kid didn't know his characters.
So blah blah fucking blah. We're cutting forward. dinner now where all we get is these close-up shots of like mom and dad eating. And they're like, oh, that's an interesting fucking choice.
Well, it was like weirding them out, but trust me, have you ever seen anybody eating up close? It is fucking weird. People are just gross animals.
Yes. Jamie drops his napkin so he can get a peek at the babysitter Sandy's titty. Not titties, banter.
Are they all the way down there? Who taught you anatomy? Yeah, but he got down there. But I love the dad's reaction. Rips him up by his arm. He's like, "Enough of that, young man!" And all of a sudden, bam, cut. They're cut. They're packing and they're leaving. So that one incident just set his parents off, and they're like,
I don't know.
You raised the fucker. We're going to Seattle.
I probably didn't show the clip, but yeah, parents are leaving Jamie with fucking Sandy because they're going to fucking Seattle.
Yeah. So hot babysitter. He's already got a fucking weird sexual preference for. He's just a fucking weirdo prevert, you know, with a helmet head. And they're like, yeah, we're going to leave it with you, and we're going to Seattle for whatever the fuck.
So blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to them in the kitchen, Jamie and Sandy, and they're talking about Sandy's fucking boyfriend and whatnot.
How old is your boyfriend?
Well, he isn't really what you'd call a boyfriend, Jamie. He's just a friend. Why don't you finish up your drink and go outside and play? I have work to do in the house.
I don't play.
When Sandy drops the knife and fucking Jamie wants to pick it up for her.
I'll get it!
I'll get it!
All creepy as fuck.
I said I'd get it.
And then she's like, nah, Jamie, women can do things nowadays.
Like pick up shit for themselves. And we're like, wow, that's Jesus.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you, Jamie, but... Well, women nowadays can do things for themselves.
And he gets pretty fucking mad.
He gets mad that she wouldn't let him pick up the knife.
I'm gonna go talk to Teddy.
Is Teddy a friend of yours? Well, is he?
Sort of.
Like, he's a very controlling little fucker, you know?
Yeah, so he runs off to go talk to his only friend, Teddy, his teddy bear.
She's not like the others, Teddy. She's pretty. Really pretty.
About the babysitter and her boyfriend.
She's got a boyfriend. Only, he isn't her real boyfriend. He's just a friend. That's all. Just a friend.
This is how the Mark Wahlberg movie should have went.
And then Teddy Bear starts talking back to him.
Well then, she's just what we've been waiting for, isn't she? Yeah, maybe she is.
Mark and then talking to the bear and then throwing people in a pit and shit.
So we cut to the librarian and her fucking niece Abigail while they're talking about asshole Jamie.
I love the
while they're exercising.
What's the matter with boys?
What boys, dear?
Well, like that little Jamie person.
What about him?
Is he crazy?
No. No, he's not crazy. He's not normal. He's distressing.
That's what I thought. They're all that way. Distressing.
I love that librarians fucking those glasses, dude. The glasses, and you know, thank God for those high-ass Russian-like cheekbones keeping them glasses up. But, you know, who the fuck thought those glasses were good at all? Looking or otherwise.
Oh, yeah,
they were just like, and why did they have to cover half your face? I mean, all you gotta do is see out of these little tiny slits here.
Yeah.
So why do you need glasses to cover your entire fucking head?
So blah blah fucking blah. Jamie and Teddy are talking about the things.
But she's beautiful, isn't she? Yes. I think I'm gonna tell her about the things. The secret? Careful, Jamie, careful.
The things.
And then we cut to Jamie watching the babysitter Sandy sleep with her nipple hanging out.
And like at first, like when they got like the director was like pretty much on top of the nipple.
Yeah,
like,
pretty fucking
the
much.
lens was pretty much touching it. And all of a sudden she wakes up and she's like, bah! Because there's Jamie just creepily at the end of the bed like, and she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, what? It's cool. I'm just sitting here at the end of the bed, creepily watching you sleep. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Surely your mother has taught you that people deserve some privacy. You don't have to worry about me. I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Well, after all, I'm only 12. Jamie, that isn't the point. After breakfast, I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Like, this kid's a little fucking weirdo, and at that point, like you said, you pick up that phone and be like, you know what? I think you need to come back from Seattle.
Yeah, pretty fucking much. Because blah blah fucky blah, Jamie cooks her breakfast.
Well, this certainly looks good.
Anyone can cook. If you watch someone do it long enough.
They talk about him having other babysitters that never come back.
And there have been other people like you. They all cook. Most of them pretty good, too.
How many of these people have there been, Jamie?
Lots.
Any of them ever come back?
No. I don't know why. Mother says we have a problem getting women to come in. You know how it is nowadays.
I wonder fucking why.
We'll learn it.
And then he tells her about the pit.
I know where there's a huge hole in the ground.
A big hole in the ground?
It's in the woods. About a mile away.
And the creatures that are the trollologs. Trollologs.
There's some things.
What kinds of things?
Well, they're not people, that's for sure. They got yellow eyes. Little tiny ones. And they're all hunched up. I read about them in a book. Or something like them. I think the trolls are trollologs.
Do they talk to you, Jamie?
It isn't funny, you know.
That's what I call Kelly Mac.
And no one else knows about the trollologs.
No one else in the whole world knows about them but you.
Except you. You know about them now.
Yeah, that's what we call Ted. Why can't I say names? Ted Cruz.
So,
a trollolog.
Jamie runs the fuck off to the pit. The mile to the pit at full speed.
And he's skumped it.
And he's running for
stop.
How fucking long? What fits this? Nothing.
He wasn't even. He wasn't even fucking breathing heavy.
Forever.
He sprinted.
Forever. I mean, he does kind of fucking slow down for like a split second, and then he, again, and then he, again.
And also throughout this movie, this little douchebag acted. You know, sometimes dogs will run from you, and you're like, "Hey!" And they stop and they turn to look at you and shit because they know you ain't catching up because you're fat and slow. So they just keep running, but they keep stopping to turn to look where you're at, and then run again. You're like, I know. That's what this little asshole did. Hold him.
So anyway, he talks to the trollologs about the babysitter.
Logs.
Somebody else knows about you. She's older than me. And pretty. She's another one staying at the house. But she's not like the others. She's different.
So, I don't understand. I don't remember where they're coming from. But there was a fucking football game scene, which makes no difference, so we're not bringing it up.
Not really.
Fucking Sandy's boyfriend,
Except we have to see a lot of it.
Sandy's boyfriend and Sandy and fucking Jamie are coming home from that football game. They drive up. Goddamn Jamie gets out of the fucking car and then decides he's going to run and hide behind the pillars. Like, they would have saw him do that.
Yeah.
But also, he puts up the boyfriend puts up the convertible top and they just start making out broad daylight in the middle of the street.
Well, I mean, like, they didn't notice.
And of course, Jamie's all like...
Oh, traumatized. Or fucking
not
pissed.
traumatized.
He was pissed that she was making out with her boyfriend because he wished it was him. But the funny thing is that, like, he gets out the car and then bolts it up onto the steps and turns around and it does a Gollum-like thing. Yeah. And they don't notice it whatsoever.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, whatever.
So whatever. Blah, blah, fucking blah. Abigail apologizes to fucking Jamie and lets him ride her bike.
Want to try my bike?
Well, sure, if you don't mind.
No, I thought about it. And I realized I shouldn't have yelled at you like that. You really aren't a funny person. I kind of like you.
Well, you sure now?
Sure, I'm sure. Go ahead.
Which just completely falls apart. Like, instantly.
I thought he was doing a wheelie at first.
And then, she just fucking laughs and gives fucking Jamie so much fucking shit.
For like a straight minute.
What on earth is going on here?
I let Jamie try my bike, and I didn't tell him that it wasn't all in one piece.
And then goddamn, what's her name? Miss fucking, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. That wasn't her name. But the librarian comes out and sends him home.
Abigail, that's awful. Jamie, you shouldn't play with her.
I wouldn't play with that crud if she was...
You stop laughing. You should just go home.
I didn't even do anything.
Kind of bitches at Abigail a little bit.
Abigail.
You should have been here, Aunt Margaret. It was the funniest thing I ever saw.
Come in, right now.
He's like, I didn't mean to make you pull your titties out.
So blah blah fucking blah. Sandy, we didn't get that far yet. Sandy's making fucking Jamie's bed when she finds like some kind of nudie mag.
What was her name? The aunt.
I don't remember. It was Miss something, but I don't remember.
Allison or Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
But anyway, Sandy leaves the room and Teddy's fucking head moves to this music cue.
Yeah. And you're like, holy shit.
Wait, so Teddy's real? No,
you're not really going to hear about Teddy much. I mean, Teddy's, you're going to hear about Teddy, but Teddy's not going to do those kind of things anymore.
Yeah, ever.
You're thinking like, whoa, he's going to be walking and talking. No. Talking, yeah. Walking, no.
So blah blah fucking blah. Sandy and Jamie talk about Jamie not having any friends.
Don't you ever get lonely always playing by yourself?
Well, I'm not lonely. I got Teddy. And the things in my terrarium. I talk to them and bring them things to eat. I can always go see the trawl logs. Well, they don't talk much.
She's like, doesn't that bother you? He's like, nah.
I got Teddy.
I got Teddy. I tell him everything. And late at night, I have a little slit in Teddy's bum that I like to ram my little wiener in.
Well, dude, I guarantee you that fucking kid's fucking Teddy. Look how lumpy Teddy's fucking body is. He's chock full of fucking batting and cum.
We both said that there's chances are he's got a Ziploc bag in there, and he keeps blasting his spooge and keeps sealing it back up, and that's what. That's gross. One day that bag's gonna break, and you know.
So blah blah blah. I don't fucking care, dude. We got too many fucking notes. I'm just gonna start willy-nilly just picking notes to talk about. Because Sandy asks about Teddy.
Who's Teddy?
My bear.
Your teddy bear? Mm-hmm.
And then tells Jamie it's bath time and bedtime.
And he's like, will you wash my back? And I'm like, you're like fucking 12, 13. Don't get the fuck out of here.
It's bedtime and bath time as well. Let's go.
Maybe if you came and saw the trawl logs, well, then you'd believe me.
No, Jamie.
Will you wash my back?
Don't you think you're a little old for that?
We'll be all covered up with suds.
All right, as long as you stay under those suds.
Yeah, dude, for fucking real. So it cuts to them, and she's bathing him. Yes.
And you know what? And at one point you're like, okay, lady, he washed his back. She's washing and washing.
Well, because he's talking about how he thinks he's in love.
Can two people fall in love when they're young?
I guess so.
I think I've done that. Fallen in love. But she doesn't notice me because I'm still young. But I'll grow up. Then there won't be any difference.
Do you mean me, Jamie?
Yes.
I want you to know I think that's really beautiful.
You do?
But you won't even remember me when you've grown up. I'm twice as old as you are.
So?
Maybe you can think about it a little after I've left. We can write to each other and stay friends.
With her.
Yes, with her.
Because she figured it out.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, with me, Jay? He's like, yeah. You know, and all of a sudden, at one point he said about, like, do you like washing me? Because he was talking about his mom washing him. I'm guessing.
Well, he says about his mom fucking washing him.
Do you know why my mother washes me so much?
Washes you so much. Does she do that?
Yeah. She you really trying to make me clean?
I guess so. Here. You finish up and get out on your own, okay?
It's funny. I don't always think I'm dirty.
And then he asked her, like, "You like washing me?" And she was like, "Ugh."
Do you like washing me?
I'm like, well, you are kind of fucking... You kind of rub his back a lot there, lady. You know, and you came up around the shoulders and shit. He's fucking 12! He's already thinking about you naked and shit! And you're fucking... Ah! And you should not be washing a 12-year-old. I'm sorry. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
And then, did the parents put that in the fucking thing? Like, look, he's 12, he's fucking weird, he's already thinking about titties and shit. So, by all means, bath him.
Stubby Tommy.
That surely won't drive him over the edge.
So whatever, blah blah fucking blah.
Shit.
Jamie goes to buy food for the Trollalola logs. I don't want to talk about the fucking bit anymore. There's so much to talk about. I don't want to, dude. It feels like we've been doing this for fucking how goddamn long, Terry.
I don't know, but I have a feeling that our fans are gonna be doing the logs.
So anyway, he takes the food to the he takes the logs. Fucking food. They don't like it. So
well, he took him fucking Snickers bars
or whatever.
No, wait. One was definitely a Mr. Good bar because it was yellow, and yellow is always Mr. Good bar.
True,
as far as I know.
So blah blah fucking blah. He goes to a butcher shop to creepily buy meat.
Oh, what'll it be, Jamie?
Well, I'd like to buy some meat. It's from my mother.
Did your mother say what kind she wanted?
Well, something where you get a lot for your money.
Oh, you mean stewing beef or hamburger?
Both. Well, it's sort of a mixture.
Okay, Jamie, you're the boss. Hey, that's a lot of meat, you know.
Well, it is for 5 people.
Yeah, right. The butcher's like, you know, and the fucking butcher, he's little, you know, I know Jamie's creeper kid with the helmet hair and he's creepily buying meat and you're like, you know, why is he here by himself? Whatever. Why are you Detective Meat Man? Look, just fucking Man.
That's the second time he buys meat. We didn't get that far yet because Jamie goes and gives the meat to the logs.
So that's what you mean.
So blah blah fucking blah. Sandy's in the shower. So Jamie sneaks into the bathroom, writes, "I love you" on the fucking mirror, sees some fucking side boob, and dips.
I mean, I love you. Okay, fine. He could have wrote red rum or some shit. But like, I see you. That would have freaked her out.
So yeah, so he's in his bedroom with Teddy, waiting for like the reaction. He's like,
well, she freaks.
Well, yeah.
And comes flying in there, and she's like, "Did you write that shit?" And he's sitting there squeezing Teddy so hard, I thought Teddy's head was gonna pop up.
Did you go in there and write that on the mirror while I was taking a shower?
Yes.
Well, enough is enough, young man. Do I make myself clear? No matter what you want to say to me, you just don't come into the bathroom without knocking it.
Well, dude, yes, Sandy is definitely justifiably fucking
pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, first off, Sandy, lock the goddamn door. There are locks in that fucking house.
And then Jamie even brings up the creepiness a little bit by saying he wants a photo.
Yeah.
Before you go, will you leave me a picture of you? A photograph?
Look, Jamie, just leave me alone, okay? Please.
Hey, you mind if I keep a photo of you? I'm like, what? I'm like, fucking prevert, I'd whoop your fat little ass. You know?
He wasn't anywhere close to fat.
I don't care, I just said it. I'm like, you know, but like, yeah. But I'm like, you're already a little prevert. You know, Michael Myers, little fucker. You know, you're looking at titties and shit. Look, it's fine to look at titties. I'm like, but just in the right way. There's a right way and a wrong way to look at titties, Jamie.
Well, there's kind of no wrong way to look at titties, really.
Stop burp talking. God damn you, Pepsi.
So, blah, blah, fucking blah. Jamie goes to the butcher's to buy meat a second time. This time, the butcher's all suspect.
Yeah,
the butcher's not suspect. He's whatever. He's suspicious.
He turns into Sherlock Meat Man.
Yeah.
What, the same again?
Yes, please.
Aren't your mom and dad away?
Yes.
Well, what do they need all this meat for? You got a freezer?
Well, my housekeeper will take care of it, I guess. Yeah, it probably is for the freezer.
Have your mother give me a call when she gets home.
So as he's leaving the fucking butcher shop, he runs into the librarian and niece bitch.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Well, if it isn't clumsy, stupid.
No matter what you think of that boy, I'd rather you didn't talk to other children that way.
That isn't a child, it's...
Never mind. He's doing an errand for Miss O'Reilly.
Buying meat. Probably sits under his porch and eats it raw.
And, you know, they're being all bitchy, of course. And just shitty people to Jamie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jamie deserves it because he's a creepy little fucking... Dude, his fucking hair looks like somebody took, like, a watermelon rind and cut it out into a fucking thing and set it on top of his fucking head.
Like, there's old school, like, football helmets that the NFL, before it was the NFL, used to wear.
The leather ones?
Yeah, leather satchel things. That's what his fucking head looks like. You know? And he's just a little fucking... You know, he looks like a young Matt Damon, little douchebag. Not that Matt Damon was a young douchebag, you know what I mean.
So blah blah fucking blah. Jamie takes the fucking food, feeds the trolla-la-la-la, talks with Teddy about the librarian and it being choir night. So they have a plan coming up.
What about Miss Livingston? Miss Livingston? Yes, you know. Oh, Miss Livingston. This is choir night, isn't it?
We'll get into this plan momentarily, but fuck.
Choir night apparently means aerobics, because that's what she was doing.
Well, yeah, she was wearing her aerobics still. And then Jamie has a tape recorder, so he calls her and plays this tape. Listen to this fuckingness.
You have a niece named Abigail?
Yes. Has something happened?
She's been kidnapped, Miss Livingston. And no one will ever find her.
Oh, no.
But she'll be set free if you do exactly what I tell you to.
Yes. Yes. Anything. Please don't hurt her. What do you want me to do?
I want to see you, Miss Livingston. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm watching you now, Miss Livingston. You could call the police, but then, poor Abigail. And I'd much rather look at you than her.
Remember how everybody was blown away by, like, you know, the Home Alone one where he had the tape recorder and shit?
Yeah.
You know? But Jamie did it first.
Well, don't do what Jamie fucking did.
It was extortion.
Well,
extortion.
It kind of was, because he was telling his fucking her that your niece is kidnapped if you don't show me your boobies.
And without
you will
any
never
evidence of anything, she's just going, yes, okay, yes, anything you need.
She took off her Cammy from Street Fighter fucking outfit.
Right,
fucking
right. Well, she held it up.
Jamie's taking Polaroids
She's like,
with
so
no flash.
Right. She's like, so you want all this, you know, and all of a sudden, here comes the niece, and she's like,
what are you doing?
Right. So she vows to get revenge.
Aunt Margaret, what are you doing?
I was just undressing when I could kill you!
But I think secretly she wanted it, and she liked it.
So anyway, he goes home and
A lot
shows
of creepiness.
He shows. Well, yeah.
Look at all those Look at all these teachers that have sex with youngins. Why? It's a weird thing, a forbidden fruit. You're not allowed to have it, so people are like, I want it. That's what they do. You know? If we just told teachers, go ahead, have at it, they probably wouldn't do it. But we tell them, no, no! And then they're like, yes, yes, yes. That's what you do, too. This is through life, you know? Tell somebody not to do it, and they fucking do it anyway in defiance.
So Jamie goes and shows the fucking Polaroids to Teddy.
Look at the look at her face. I'm gonna look at these a lot.
I'm on to something. Oh, damn it.
So blah, blah, fucking blah. You know how Jamie paid for that meat that he bought? He was stealing money from the babysitter Sandy's purse, but that does not matter. What does matter is that she confronts him about it.
I'm going to ask you a very straightforward question, little man. And I'd like an honest and straightforward answer. Do you know how much money I had in my purse? How it's been missing? Did you take it? Jamie, look at me and tell me the truth. If you took it, I'll understand, but please don't lie to me. Did you steal it?
And this fucking little jerk, like, takes off.
He kept doing this fucking thing, like the dog thing. You know, he would take off, turn around, look at you, and then keep on fucking running. This kid needs smack.
Well, dude, obviously she's not going to catch him because that dude ran the fucking mile to the fucking pit.
Right, you're not outrunning Jamie. He's a fucking marathon runner. But you know, the thing is that this kid just needed his. First off, he needed his ass kicked. You know.
Well, he got his ass kicked. He wanted to join that fucking
That was
club.
one light club. You know, he needed a beating.
That's kind of not right.
No, it ain't. He's a little asshole. Somebody needed to knock the asshole out of him.
Or just knock even more asshole into him. That'd probably be he's so much of an asshole.
I think he's so much of an asshole that you could only go down from there, you know? And a humbled ass kicking can do that.
Oh no, you can. I don't care, dude. He picks flowers.
That's not always the case because Deontay Wilder got his ass kicked and he never shook Fury's hand or nothing. So I guess
he fucking picks flowers for
I guess you
her.
can't be humbled.
Here. I picked you some flowers.
So blah blah.
I got flowers for you. She's like.
So blah blah fuck you blah. Jamie tries stealing meat, fails.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Well, dude, he was trying to steal half a cow.
Dude, he was
the shit Rocky punches.
Fuck that, dude. He was trying to steal a cow.
Oh wait, a cow.
Yeah.
One that's still alive. Right.
Yeah. And he's like, well, here, you know, this is what could happen to you.
Yeah, look, all I'm gonna do is take you to a pit to a bunch of troglodyte things, and they're gonna eat you.
You don't know it, but somebody's gonna come and take you away and kill you. Make steaks and hamburger out of you. Look, I've got some friends that eat meat, too. And I gotta take care of them. I'm gonna take you to see them. And I gotta get you to fall down the hole, or else they might starve or even get out.
But he couldn't because the cow was like, fuck you.
Yeah, well,
And he's like, oh, well, I'll leave. And he just leaves.
I'm 15,000 pounds of meat and muscle, kid. Move.
And then we try to, and then we,
Cow was like, go milk yourself.
You know what? Fucking goddamn Jamie tries stealing chickens now. And he's not no Rocky Balboa. He ain't catching no fucking chickens.
Mickey should have been there, you know, screaming at him and shit. Like, you're never gonna get no chicken, dude. You'll get a crap thunder and eat lightning or whatever the fuck it was.
So whatever. On that note, I am taking an intermission.
You're gonna take an intermission?
I am taking an inner fucking mission.
An intermission. Let's begin. An intermission. A pigskin. Pigskin?
So anyway, we'll be right fucking back. We still have a full page of fucking notes, man.
You think if Jamie just would have got the poon? Just would have got the poon.
It could have made him crazier, I bet.
It might have.
I mean, it might have fixed him, but it might have also...
It could have driven him over the edge.
I mean, if we're actually talking about the movie, I'll come back and not start the intermission yet.
I'm saying it's like it could have went 50-50. Could have drove him over the edge, or it could have sent him in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
All things possible.
On that note,
we'll be right back.
Hi. You hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
So, as we come back from intermission, let me just say that we did not hate this movie. We actually enjoyed watching this movie. It was a fun time. But my enthusiasm is way fucking down because that hour and 40, especially like the last 20 minutes, we're just like, alright, just end, please.
It does lean on you a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, after a while, you're like, okay, alright, movie, like, you've had your fun, we get it, he's a little prevert, there's trogload.
But we still haven't even got a lot into them yet, because blah, blah, fucking blah, he goes to Abigail and asks to borrow her bike.
Abigail, ever since I moved here, I've tried to be your friend.
Yeah, so?
Well, I guess you know that I don't have a bike like yours.
So?
Will you lend me your bike, Abigail, just for a short ride? Because I like you and I think of you as my friend. Because I don't have one. That'd be nice.
Ha! Are you crazy?
Right. Of course, he says fucking no, but he tells her about there's this bike path that no girl can ever ride.
I know where there's a bicycle path that no one has ever ridden. And nobody can. Especially not a girl.
Oh, really?
And I'll bet that
How much will you bet, Jamie Benjamin?
I'll bet this silver supervisor's whistle.
He's like, oh yeah? Even if I show you the coolest bike path ever? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the answer would still be...
Well, no, he got her, man. Whenever he said no girl can ever ride it, she's like, I can! And so they go, and they ride to the fucking goddamn pit. And, okay, so he scares her, right? He hides behind a tree, when she had to see him get behind said tree. He pops out, and she dies for a second.
She dies, she goes,
And then he goes and he takes her fucking bike.
It's like she just took like 6
right?
shots of Robitussin.
To the opposite edge of the pit. And just kind of stops and like sits like behind the bike kinda.
Yeah.
So she just comes over and walks her ass right into the pit.
My aunt will call the police on you!
I don't think so. Not now.
She was like, well, wasn't she yelling at him?
Yeah, but still she just...
And I'm like, you didn't see that? How you not see it?
So blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to Jamie sitting there talking to the old lady in the wheelchair, like apologizing or whatever. She like about how she was just talking shit on him, obviously.
He's like, yeah, and I understand. You like to talk shit on young kids, just sitting there minding their business, and you fucking walk up and just start talking shit. And
well, she didn't walk up to nothing. You like to will up.
You roll up and start talking shit.
You know, I'm really not mad at you, Miss Oliphant. I really appreciated it when you told on me and I was punished by having my bike taken away. I was being very, very naughty. And I know that when people like you tell on children like me, it's for our own good.
Well, it's nice to hear that, Jamie. I perhaps misjudged you. You see, in my
Shall
day...
I push you, Miss Oliphant?
So he's like unlocking her shit while he's saying all
can I
stuff
push you?
creepy.
So he just
He's like, oh yes, Jamie, sure. Oh my god! All of a sudden,
he pushes her for the mile, the whole fucking mile to the pit while this bitch is fucking screaming. Nobody fucking sees this or stops this, nothing. But dude, Jamie got some fucking muscle legs, dude. He must. Because he's even pushing her through the fucking woods.
You know how hard it is to push through fucking like on grass and shit on him? Yeah, he's fucking like hoofing it. He didn't even stop. That's strength.
Well, then
he could have made a career in college football and then gone on to play for the NFL and not been a creeper crazy kid.
Well, he probably still would have been a creeper and crazy, but he just would have been playing football now.
That's true.
But anyway, so he just tips her in.
He just end up with the Patriots and it'd be fine. Did the Patriots have at least a couple dudes killing people?
Probably. But anyway, Jamie says this and we get a music cue.
I'm sorry about that, Miss Oliphant. But like my father says, we all have to go sometime.
So blah blah fucking blah.
He dropped her ass in it. He pulled a Gardell on her. Gardell? Well, like in that fucking one Hannibal Lecter movie. He was fucking pushing, and she went, wee! I love how she didn't know. She didn't make any noise, though. Like, the other person didn't make any noise either. Like, these things are quiet killers. What do you do, silence her as soon as you hit the pit?
I guess.
Yeah.
So, blah blah fucking blah. Jamie tricks Sandy's boyfriend by going for a long pass into the pit.
Right. Well, he kept going into the woods, and he's like, "Hey, don't go in there. We can't throw the football." He's like, "No, just a little bit."
And he does that dog thing. He's like,
I'm gonna keep running. And you're like, you know, if eventually somebody would just throw a rock at this kid's head or something. You know what I mean?
Now go for a long one. Here it comes. There it goes.
I definitely would have dropped a rock on this kid's head and been like, oopsies, and he fell off of somewhere and be like, I don't know, he just kind of went off somewhere and didn't see it.
So blah blah fucking blah. Jamie tells Teddy there's no one left to feed the tra la 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 la.
There's nobody else. Not that I can think of. That's nasty.
We already got tired of the trail logs.
But Teddy has other plans.
Oh, I think we can find 2 more, Jamie. Don't you?
Oh, Teddy has plans, all right.
So then we cut to the beginning of the movie again. We basically get to that whole Halloween scene again, where Jamie goes up, talks to the fucking pirate and his girlfriend. They go through the fucking woods.
The only reason this movie is an hour and 40 is because A, it likes to repeat, and it really, 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 really likes to fill and see.
And then, you know, we see Jamie push a dude in the pit again.
Yeah.
But we finally get to see now what happens to his girlfriend. Jamie fucking chases her for fucking how goddamn long, kids?
Forever. Forever.
He did like a scary movie type shit. Like he kept he's like, I'm coming to get you. Yeah. Like I kept popping up and shit.
Well, the dude, when she's on the edge of the pit, he just pops out, says her name, and she passes out.
Christina.
And then he has this little story where he's talking to her.
He's doing a monologue.
I need to steal some shit. Takes her tutu.
Yeah, he does a whole monologue.
I'm sorry about you. You're pretty. But you're not pretty inside. People being bullied and hurt isn't funny. You'd probably spend your whole life giggling at other people's hurt. You should go too. That way you'd be together in heaven.
Takes her fucking tutu.
And then drops her in.
Yeah, it drops her the fuck in.
Guess you won't be needing this anymore. I do. Goodbye, pretty girl.
And you're like, okay, so when are the law enforcement dudes gonna acknowledge this, all of this?
Well, I do love the
fucking
fact
end.
that he said to creepily, goodbye, pretty girl.
Yeah, fucking weirdo. Only Canada can produce that kind. No, I'm kidding.
So blah blah fucking blah. I guess Sandy has a new boyfriend that's a porn star. I mean, that dude fucking looks like a fucking porn star.
He did look like a porn star. He was like Kmart Bronson.
Now, don't let that little perv get to you.
Don't worry. I'm armed to the teeth. I've been reading up on this type of little monster. He won't scare me away.
So blah blah fucking blah. Sandy confronts Jamie about her first boyfriend.
Do you know anything about it?
About what?
About Alan. None of his friends know where he is. He hasn't shown up for football practice.
Hasn't he called you?
No.
Was that supposed to be my fault?
and then slaps the shit out of him.
She did, dude. She almost smacked his soul.
Jamie, I'm sorry.
It was like one of those fucking competitions. I was waiting for Bear to come over and wipe him with a handkerchief.
Well, dude, he basically tells her, without saying the words, that he fucking fed all those people to the tra-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la.
That got taken away, so you'll never learn about Russian Bear.
Abigail's missing. And so's Miss Oliphant, aren't they? And Freddie and Christina.
What?
They don't eat chocolate bars. You know what they eat?
Who?
You know who.
In his handkerchief.
So finally, she agrees to go with him to see the pit.
All right, Jamie. I'll make you a deal. You stop all this, love me stuff, and I'll go. Okay?
All right, it's a deal.
In the pit. Yeah, so she... And then she actually does see the trouble.
Well, dude, first, they gotta walk for how goddamn long, Bird?
Forever! Forever! Forever!
So they get to the pit, Sandy sees them, so she knows he's not crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
You can see them. You can see them. You see, I told you, I'm not crazy. You can see them.
She's kind of intrigued by them.
She is, and she actually starts talking logic to
Well, she
him.
wants to call scientists and stuff.
She's like, do you fucking get that we could do something, like they could research it? He's like, don't put him in a cage.
Yeah,
like,
so
fucker, that's where they belong.
He doesn't, he's not having it.
There are special scientists called paleontologists and anthropologists whose only job
No! They'd put them in a cage or lock them in a zoo for sure. It's our secret.
Jamie, you keep frogs and lizards in a cage in your terrarium.
So?
Jamie, we must tell them what you found here.
No, it's our secret. You promised.
Jamie, you're gonna have to be very grown up and mature now. This is more than some secret that we can keep. I hate to say it to you, babe, but the only reason I gave you my word is because I couldn't believe this was possible. Well, I knew it had to be your imagination.
Teddy was right.
And then she just kind of slips in the hole.
And I'm not expecting that because I thought at one point she would be the one pushing his ass.
But no, she just slips into the hole. She's just like hanging there for a second.
He tried to get her.
Until she falls down and gets eaten.
I thought she was going to survive. I wasn't expecting Sandy to go. But it is what it is. So she goes, he's upset about it, runs back, tells Teddy all about it.
And Teddy's trying to be like, you know, it's not your fault, man. You tried helping her, man. It's not your fault, man.
And Teddy's a good friend in that department.
I didn't do anything wrong. It's not my fault she died. No, Jamie. It's not your fault. She fell. You go to sleep then.
So blah blah fucking blah. The parents must have came home because they're at dinner and the parents are talking about Sandy and whatnot.
They're like, so this is like the 7th fucking caretaker that we've hired is just randomly disappeared around you. Are you eating these fucking people?
Jamie, your father has just been reading about Sandy.
I heard what the paper said.
Aren't you sad that she's gone, son? You two seem such good friends.
Your father means something might have happened to her.
She went off with her boyfriend.
So So blah blah fucking blah, the cops come over and fucking Jamie tells them it was basically porn star guy.
Did you see what he looked like? Tall, short, fat?
Well, he was a man with a mustache. Older with dark hair. A mustache. He took her away in a car.
What color was this car?
Yellow.
That's something.
Well, maybe yellow or green.
Come on, son, you said you saw it.
Yeah, it was yellow. Or green.
Right, it was Kmart, James Brolin. He came here and he had Sandy and then he ate her.
So blah blah fucking blah, Jamie sees the ghost of Sandy.
You shouldn't tell lies like that, Jamie.
Yeah,
like,
she was like,
this is happening now?
She was like, it's not nice to lie. I'm like, lie? He did a lot more than that.
Blah blah fucking blah. Jamie basically framed the porn star because he's sitting there at the cop station. They got the tutu, the tape recorder, the whole fucking deal.
Explain this being in your car. Andy's. Only a weirdo does stuff like this. When we found Christina's costume in your car, and this in the glove compartment, well, I don't know about you, but the way I see it, 2 and 2 equal 4.
And we found all of this in your car. Now, this is coming from Goofy Clown Sergeant, who I'm pretty sure this guy has done nothing but comedy before this role. And they kept telling him, hey, this is a serious role. And he's like, okay, but is it every line that he said was not Goofy Clown-like, but he was putting a Goofy Clown-like fucking
it was just the weirdness. It was just the weirdness it is this movie.
Yeah, and sometimes this movie did have Goofy Clown music on top of scenes.
Well, dude, well, the cops find the old lady's fucking wheelchair. He gets in it and wrecks it.
Yeah, it was like a fucking Benny Hill type situation.
No, that situation did not happen yet.
Well, that was the old lady, wasn't it?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Let's mention it.
I know you can't see. There's a beautiful nature trail along here, Miss Sullivan.
Okay, so yeah, but anyway, but there were times when it was like, there doesn't need to be jokey type situations. Not now.
So blah blah fucking blah. Jamie goes to the fucking pit and says that he can't feed them anymore because everybody's mostly nice to him now.
There won't be anybody else now. Most other people are pretty nice people. I'm sorry, but I can't feed you anymore.
And then he puts a rope down to let them escape.
So, you're gonna have to take care of yourselves.
Yeah. But the goddamn ghost of Sandy comes up and says some shit.
Jamie. Jamie, do you know what you've done?
The Trogs climb their fucking ass out.
Go Trogs, go Trogs.
Blah, blah, blah. Jamie talks to Teddy about the ghost of Sandy.
You see her because you think it was your fault. But she fell all by herself. It was her fault. But I'm scared when I see her like that. Did you try to pull her up? Yes. And almost fell in trying? Yes. Well, Daddy.
He's like, she keeps popping up and telling me I did some shit. He's like, well, you did do some shit.
So blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to this couple at this lake or whatever, and they're swimming.
Right.
And the chick in this scene, from what I understand, is the director's daughter. Right, so they have this little scene. Dude gets out in his fucking Daisy Dukes and he lays out for a little bit.
What would happen if the farmer shows up?
No way. This place is deserted. There's a house back up the road, but nobody lives in it.
He doesn't want a skinny dip because he's tired.
Looks like he's laying on fucking rocks.
Wanna go skinny dipping?
I'm tired.
But like, so she gets out, daughter of director, and takes off her bra and shit and puts it up, hangs it on a tree. And 10 seconds later...
Not even 10 seconds, like 1 second later...
A troglodyte comes out of nowhere and grabs her.
But so it's like, this movie is just straight up weird,
Which I'm convinced was the director, and he told her not to take her bra off, and she's like, fuck you, Dad, and take my bra
No, I'm pretty
off.
sure he probably wanted it.
That's weird.
This whole movie's weird.
This was the director's only film.
Yeah.
Which tells me a lot.
So blah blah fucking blah, dude gets got as well.
Karen!
Which tells me that he suggested other films to people, and they're like, dude, no.
Blah 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 fucking blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
The cops and a group of Canadian rednecks go after the Tralala logs.
Yeah.
For how goddamn long? Who's the longest forever we have? Streed?
Streed.
Forever. 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 Forever.
But they're
just walking through the woods.
They kind of like
ever
forced them into this, back to the hole.
Yeah, because the fucking logs jump back into the fucking pit.
Michael Myers 4. You know what I mean? Like he got down in the hole, and they surround the hole,
and then they massacre them.
They shot the fuck out of them.
And then they fill in the pit, and we're like, okay, you can end it any time now, movie.
Run some credits now, movie.
But no!
Now movie's like, no, we're not done yet.
We see a car driving, and we're like, yay!
Oh, and of course it takes the whole long time to get up there. Like, come on now, movie!
And then the car stops, and this old man and Jamie get out. And
at first, I didn't even realize it was Jamie.
He's their goddamn grandkid, and he's going to stay at his grandparents' now.
And we're like, why?
Yeah, what happened to the parents?
Yeah, what the fuck? Did he eat them? Did he get the troll logs? I don't know.
And then Grandpa says, hey, see that little girl over there? She can be your play friend.
She's your play friend. I'm like, Grandpa, do you know anything about this kid?
See that little girl there?
Yeah?
Well, that's Alicia. She can be your playmate.
So Jamie goes to talk to her for a real little bit.
Hi.
Hi. Are you the new boy that's gonna live here?
Yeah, I guess. I'm Jamie.
I'm Alicia. I think we're kinda step cousins or something.
Sort of.
We can play together, okay?
Sure.
Okay, you chase me.
They decide to play, so they chase. So Jamie chases her.
Well, it turns out little girl's just as creepy as he is.
So they're running through the woods, and then they get to another pit, 'cause it looks pretty much
like
the exact same pit.
Yeah. And he's like, oh no, troglodytes.
And he's like, they eat people.
They're troglodytes. They eat people.
And she's like, I know.
Yes, I know.
And then it fucking pauses.
Which I called this shit.
And then end fucking credits.
I called it, but when they were standing under that stupid tree, I was like, she's gonna do the same shit to him that he's been doing to everybody else.
Yeah, you were right. And she did.
And she did.
So fucking hell, man.
Thank you, Kevin. For that hour and 40-minute long weird movie about a kid who creepily liked titties and fed people to trogs.
Yeah, on that note, for Gunner Bird, this has been another Hallowtober Worst Movie on YouTube. This has been Hellatober. Fuck Hallowtober. This is Hellatober.
Right? Yeah, horrible Tober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did enjoy the movie. We did enjoy watching it.
Like the pit,
So you can if you can find it and watch it for yourself, it's worth at least watching one time.
Probably he's gonna comment and go, finally. Well, finally, whatever. You know, we did it.
You're lucky we even did it at all.
Oh, you scold them like you're his parent. Like, haven't you done enough of that today?
No.
You're all gas.
Yes.
I'm
a gas giant.
A gas giant?
Yes.
Big old gas bag. That's all I do.
Man.
Oh,
That one hurt, dude.
Huh?
So that one hurt.
It hurt. My bum hurt.
It hurt me.
It hurt me. Oh, Lord.
What?
Oh,
What?
Texas governor bans COVID vaccine mandates.
Well, dude, doesn't it kind of like blow your mind, right? Right, so...
And like these people, somebody said, I love this comment. Good. Now if Texas would just secede from the union, I'd be moving. And here's it. I think us in Florida should follow suit and leave the federal government as well. Florida and Texas together could be a superpower.
A superpower? But no, okay, yeah, dude, I love that, right? They're all like...
And then somebody said, no, they wouldn't. Texas can't improve to sustain their own electric grid. Thank you.
But I love how them motherfuckers, right, they'd be like, we want the government out of our business, out of our small businesses and stuff. Except whatever, you know...
What?
But they're fine with them saying you can't mandate your vaccines for your employees. It's like, we want small business to have all the freedom in the world, except for when we don't.
Right. Mm-hmm. They're stupid.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're saying. They don't know how things work. So they're just saying things. And then somebody has to point out to them how things work, and they go, no, you can't possibly be smarter than me. I'm loud and stupid. I say things loud. That doesn't mean you're right. Just because you can be loud and obnoxious doesn't make you right. People need to get that. They're like, but people are so easily influenced. Well, then that means they're fucking dumb. That means they're just dumb. There's no hope for them. They should just walk off the fucking bridge. Goodbye. You know, you're no use to anyone if you're that easily influenced. I mean, to the point where you're just like, hey, you, look, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, really? Like, I have nothing to back it up. I'm just going to keep repeating it. Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, blah, 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 blah. And finally you're like, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, but I told you there was nothing backing it up. But you forgot about that. And it's just, you know, you're just walking around going, hey, blah, 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 blah. And the next person goes, blah, 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 blah. And then you got a whole bunch of fucking idiots with fucking red hats running around going, blah, 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 blah. You know, and it's all like, everybody's like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. We all fucking know. We all know. Look, there's no mystery anymore. The blueprint's there. It all started with Fat Boy, you know, orange fat pig that rolled down the escalator. Who, you know, by the way, lied about that shit too. Which he lied about everything. The guy fucking lies about everything. Fucking lies about everything. Even people that support him are like, yeah, he is kind of dishonest. Then why are you following him to the grave on this shit? Turns out they're not, though. And I love how the media spins this. They're like, 44% of Republicans still want him to run for president. The media is like, 44%! You know, dude, let's think about that number for a second. 44%? That's fucking all? That's not a whole lot. That's not a whole lot. That's not the majority. I think a majority of Republicans don't want nothing to do with him.
I don't know about that.
The media wants him back.
Obviously.
He's a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, but obviously. But besides that, it's like, polls don't mean fuck all. The fact is that, like, you know, the people that really
Well, they all thought he was going to win again.
Well, and the people that really want him in, they're not going to fucking, you know, they're not going to say it now. So they're like, no, I don't want him in, but I'd vote for him anyway.
Well,
right.
Hopefully the morons, you know, I don't know, dude. It's all fucked. It's fucked.
Yeah, but anyway, that's not what we're here for.
What? We are secretly, we are a movie review thing that is strangely political.
But that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about 4 pages of fucking notes.
Be here for Well, yes, I know. This movie's a fucking masterpiece of craziness. But I could say the same thing for the whole Republican party.
But that's not what we're here for.
I know, that's not why we're here for.
So anyway, let's start this.
We even have to keep that in the outtakes.
Huh?
I don't want to keep bombarding them with politics.
Oh no, I'm
even
fine,
though
because we won't have any other
it's-
outtakes.
Even though that's
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, let's stop. Let's stop. And let's fucking talk about a full
3 years. We have 3 years.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
3 years.
Okay.
I didn't even get to see Disney before it all breaks down. You know, you know.
Okay.
There's things I want to see.
Okay. And I know one of the things the don't want to see was the pit, but we did, so let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't want to see that, but I did. Why do I get to see the pit before Vegas? That's not cool.
Yeah.
Like 3 years left before the chaos.
And we just wasted an hour and 40 on.
An hour and 40 on this. Wait till the education system's run by Marjorie Taylor, Jessica Parker Green. It's gonna be fantastico. You know? And all the textbooks will say that Trump created the earth in 6,000 days. There is no more Jesus Christ and God. It's just him and Don Jr. is actually Jesus, and God and Trump is God. You know? Oh, God.
Anyway.
Hey, he does get to come down and impregnate his daughter then. Isn't that kind of how the book goes?
Goes? These are Canadian.
Sorry, we're listening to so many Canadians. I'm starting to take... I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right.